Is Noah Gragson out at Legacy Motor Club? We've got the 2024 NASCAR Hall of Fame, and how did that test at Richmond go? Let's talk about it. Coming up next. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing good today. All right, Jordan Bianchi from The Athletic is saying that he's hearing that there is a possibility that John Hunter Nemechek could replace Noah Gragson at Legacy Motor Club. Let's take a look at what he had to say here via Jaski. The Athletic's Jordan Bianchi reports, this year hasn't gone how the rebranded Legacy Motor Club hoped, in part due to its forthcoming switch from Chevrolet to Toyota. Somewhat surprisingly, one such change may be related to its 2024 driver lineup. According to people with direct knowledge of the discussions but not authorized to speak publicly, the change could see Noah Gragson leaving and Nemechek, who Toyota is high on, taking over driving duties of the number 42 in 2024. So you see, that speculation right there had everybody buzzing yesterday that Noah Gragson might be out, which would be kind of crappy. He's only gotten 1 year, but it looks to be manufacturer driven. In fact, that's the only way it makes sense, because the guy that won the most races in the Xfinity season last year was Noah Gragson, so I don't feel like he has anything else left to prove down there. He has definitely proved himself to be a Cup level talent. It is his rookie year. No, it hasn't gone well, but it hasn't gone well for Legacy Motor Club over there in general, so I don't know if you can put that on him. They basically had a throwaway season to start this thing off with when they announced that they were going to Toyota from Chevrolet, and obviously Chevrolet is not going to give them factory support to help them out for next year when they're switching to Toyota. So it's been just sort of a lost year, and it would be terrible to see Noah Gragson only get one shot. But that being said, if this rumor pans out to be true and John Hunter Nemechek goes in that 42, and let's say Chevrolet wants to keep Noah Gragson, which I think most likely they do, because like I said, he won the most Xfinity Series races last year. Where could he possibly go? Hendrick is basically locked up. I don't think Trackhouse is going to have any room for him, because I think they're trying to pursue SVG. So where could he possibly go? Looks like RCR. I don't see anybody moving over there at RCR. Colleague might be an option. Spire is all up in the air, whether it's going to be partnering with Andretti or completely bought out by Andretti. What could happen over there? So Spire might be one place he could land possibly, but just off the top of my head, as far as Chevrolet teams go, I'm not seeing a clear and easy route for him to slide into a car other than maybe Spire. Possibly Colleague if A.J. Allmendinger decides to go part-time or retire. You could see A.J. Allmendinger maybe run part-time over there. Noah Gragson run part-time. I don't know. It would have to be some situation like that. But it looks, as far as a Chevrolet ride, it would be in the Cup Series. It's going to be tough sledding to get him in one, which means he could possibly go back down to Xfinity, which I don't know how that would go, but Junior Motorsports would be one that's open. RCR has some cars down there that's going to be open if the rumors hold out true that Austin Hill goes to of course, the Colleague car, the 31, which is pretty much what everybody's predicting. So I don't know. Just a very strange story, but Noah Gragson only getting 1 year in the Cup Series. I didn't have that on my 2024 bingo card. Silly season is going crazy right now. All right, on to the test, the short track package test at Richmond. I'm not even going to sugarcoat this, and there's no need to even really get into it. If you want to see a longer explanation about this, check the live stream from last night. But basically, it didn't go well. All of the drivers, including Noah Gragson, basically said to the effect that, hey, if they hadn't told us that they had made changes, we wouldn't have noticed that any changes were being made. Noah Gragson even went as far to say, have we put the change underneath the car yet, at one point in that test. So you can look at those for yourself. NASCAR, of course, is probably going to come out and try to put some type of positive spin on it, saying they like the direction that it's going or something like that. But if you look at all of the driver interviews, the drivers are not optimistic about what they learned at this test. So the short track package is probably going to remain a black eye for NASCAR going forward, but the focus now seems to have moved on to tires, as there was a lot of talk about how the tires would play into this deal. And finally, the 2024 Hall of Fame class was announced today. In that class, Jimmie Johnson and Chad Knaus were voted in. As far as pioneers go, the pioneer aspect of it, that went to Donnie, Allison, and for contributions to the sport of NASCAR racing, that went to Janet Guthrie. Now, I'm not going to sit on here and say, oh, this person should be in, this person should be out, because if you look at that list, all of those people deserve to be in. Are there other people in there that you might wish had been in the Hall of Fame as well? Of course, but it's the Hall of Fame. I have a hard time saying this person shouldn't be in and this person should be in. So I just read off the list. I think it's great that all of these got in. And of course, there are more people that we all, as race car fans and NASCAR fans, want to see in the Hall of Fame. But there you go. There is your 2024 Hall of Fame list. All right, that's all I got for you on this one. We're making a push to get to 10K. We seem to be really close. At the beginning of this one, it was less than 100 to get there. So if you like the channel first time or whatever, your subscription would be appreciated. If you're already subscribed, you know I appreciate you all as well. If you got a question, comment, or anything like that on anything I covered here, leave it down in the comment section. I try to get to as many of them as I can. And if you want to support the channel, there is a merch store. The link is in the description down below. And other than that, thanks for your time. Peace. This hat, this t-shirt, both in the merch store. All right, I'm really gone now.